everybody. I hope you've had a nice break, if that's what you've had. If not, otherwise, just hello. So I'm back on little longtoms. It's the first day back throwing after Christmas, and it's the clays are very coarse at the moment. So it's almost like we've got a load of prehistoric roots. And I think a whole ship of Vikings clipped their toenails as they got off the ship. So that's what it feels like. So you can actually hear it slightly crackling. Well, you can hear the fire as well, but also the grit as the rib goes over it. So because of the clay being so coarse, you kind of adapt your throwing method. So you use the rib very flat. So you're very much squeezing the clay as opposed to cutting into it. Straight down and then a straight pull up. And because the clay is so coarse and a bit unwieldy, I'm pulling up quite slowly compared to what I would normally do. So then the rib, if you notice, I turn it and I'm using it very flat against the pot. So I'm not scraping at all, I'm squeezing. With these, you don't tend to use, or you try not to use too much water, and the whole idea is that you don't have to use a sponge, so it's yet another move you can do without. Quick squeeze to center. Whoop. And that's the thing with this clay, it's very short. It's a bit annoying to use. We could edit that out, but it's actually quite good to see. Everybody ruins pots every now and again. You can see the clay buckles as I'm coming up. That gives you an idea of how short it is. It's not got much plasticity to it, so it can't sort of hold itself easily. But with these pots, they're very much, as near as you're going to get to a Victorian long tom, in the sense that they're made in the same fashion. So it is, at the end of the day, just a fucking flower pot. By the way, that's not a swear word. That's all it is. It's got to hold a plant. I don't make these. People now, there's a sort of kind of beauty in the fact that they're rough and they're coarse, they are what they are, and that is the beauty of them, I suppose. I'm not trying to make a pretty glazed vase or anything. So this is a 1 pound weight of clay. So these would have been called 56s in Victorian times. In other words, there was 56 of these to half a hundred weight, 56 of these, so half a hundred weight is 56 kilos, 56 pounds. So you'd have made about 20 times to 21 times that in a working day. That would have been your benchmark, 20 times. So it's a lot of pots, 1,000 pots in a day, just over. But you'd have had probably a baller upper, someone to remove your boards as you fill them. And if you'd work in somewhere like Sankey's, you would have had a passer, so someone actually taking the pots off the wheel for you. So they were very fast. Their throwers would do up to sort of 1,500 of these in a working day. Admittedly, working days were a bit longer than they are these days. I think a working day then would have been about 9 to 10 hours. So as I said, we are going to put these online. We won't send any out that have got holes in the side of the pots, but there certainly won't be a perfect as it were, a perfect pot, but there'll be a perfect 4-inch long tom. And that's what they are. So when you first start making flower pots, you probably make more of these than anything else.